Okay, we're back. Now, I'd just like to point out that I am terrible at following my own advice. Remember when I said I was going to try to limit these videos to 10 minutes and pay attention? Well, I'm re-recording this for the third or fourth time because I just can't quite seem to follow my own advice. So, let's continue exploring the village. Perhaps more quickly this time. Ah yes, we get ourselves a map. Let's check out this rock for unskippable text. Take a drink. Yes, there's going to be a lot of that going around. And here we find Papal. Apparently, he's the father of all of those samey-looking children wandering around the place. And he already knows he's going to get lost in the mountains, but he's going to go anyway. And here's his wife. She wants a Yoshi doll. Well, I think we can oblige her there, as it just so happens I know precisely where to get a Yoshi doll. There's Marin back up there. We talk to her, she'll sing her song, which will be pertinent later. Now here's the local den of iniquity. We can gamble away all our money here. Luckily, thanks to me, you're going to know exactly how to get what you need every time. There's an almost foolproof way of getting that stuff. You need rupees? Here's what you do. Hover your hook over to the upper right corner, like so. Actually that might be a little far to the right, so I might miss this one. When what you want is in the lower left, just barely tap the A button. If done correctly, you will get what you want every time. Now in this manner, we're going to get ourselves a couple of rupees, and then we're going to go for that Yoshi. The most efficient thing to do would be to grab that magic powder right now, but since I want to do this in some sort of semblance of correct order, we're not going to get it right now. We're going to get the magic powder in the forest where it belongs. Once again. Incidentally, I'm pretty decent at these crane games in actual real life as well. The trick is not trying to hover your claw over exactly what you want, but determining whether or not you can get a specific item and then going from there. You'll notice that if the really cool stuff is buried, you're never going to get it, because they seem to make those claws weaker and weaker with every passing year. I remember back when you could go play a crane game at a carnival and the claw would pert near break your wrist. Those were the good old days. Alright, let's grab that Yoshi. We want to position the shadow of the claw at the base of the Yoshi. That should do it. Hit it? Ha! We've got ourselves one Yoshi doll. Suitable for framing. We're going to take this up to Papal's wife. Recently, he seems to be showing up in mini-games. And by recently, they mean like around the mid-90s when this game came out. I don't think he's been showing up in nearly as many games lately. Quite frankly, I preferred the raccoon suit anyway. I've arrived with the Yoshi doll. Will you give that doll to my baby? Haha, no, I was just taunting you. I love taunting small children. Yeah, generous. Yeah, normally this is where another video game type guy would say, just kidding, I would never torture small children, but I don't know, I just don't like them that much. So I don't hang out around them. I grew up in a long line of babysitters. But that's neither here nor there. We've got our hair bow. And we know who needs a hair bow, don't we? Our talking, chainless chomp. Fashion conscience changing chomp. Changing chainless. Chainless. Either of them. We're going to trade a ribbon for dog food, because when Link gets lost in a dungeon for hours on end and gets hungry, he can at least avoid passing out from hunger. Now, we need to take this dog food down to a canned food collector near the beach, which I neglected to show you earlier, but for now, since we have some spare rupees, let's do some fishing. Our target is the big fat fish on the right side of the screen, who will have a piece of heart for us. This takes a little getting used to, but you'll figure it out. It's not cost efficient to catch the little ones, but you pretty much gotta get through them to get to the big one. It's not a complete loss, because if you do reel in a little one, at least you only wasted half your rupees. You can build up rupees fast doing this, but it's so time consuming and inefficient that you wouldn't want to. Ah! Blast. Like I say, we're gonna have to go through a few of these to get to the one we want. Yep, never gonna have to do this again after this. Look at the lure. Look at it. Fishy, 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 fishy. Try to get a head start on it. There we go. Yeah, last time I tried to record this, it almost got away because I forgot to hold right while I was reeling in. You do want to hold right while you're reeling those in, or you won't get nearly as much pull. So, we've got ourselves a piece of heart, we got ourselves a can of dog food, so the next step is to head on down to the beach. But, since I do not want to go over my time again, we're going to leave it here, and I'll get back to it on the next one. We'll see how it goes.